915. This the 915 property playbook. Press play. Build equity.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the property playbook. We're going to be talking about houses today. Okay, this is the fun part. You finally got your permission slip. We're ready to go shopping. Now, we're going to be going into the resales and the new builds, which one is better for you, and if this is going to fit whatever your budget is. So, let's talk about a few things before we go shopping. One, make sure that you're being very picky on what it is that you're looking for. You want to be able to see yourself in this house, whether it's going to be for the rest of your life or whether it's going to be for the next 7 years, whatever it may be. Because once you purchase it, it's not like you can just return it and say, you know what, I didn't like it, I want something different. You're going to be making a big investment, and you want to make sure that it's the right one. Now, what is the difference between a resale and a new build? Well, on the resale side, you're going to have somebody that's going to be living into this house prior to you, and the house may be older than what you want, depending on the area that it is in, and if you like that, then it may come with a few different upgrades that you may need to do yourself. On the new build side, obviously, hence new build, so it's something that is going to be completely new. However, some of the new builds that we're looking into right now, they might have a smaller backyard, they might be looking more cookie cutter. It just depends on the builder that you're looking into, the area that you're in, and the part of the city, if they're going to have an HOA or if they're just going to be a really nice, luxurious house with high property taxes. So, let's talk about resales. You saw this house, it's about X amount of years old, and this is the one that you want to go see. Usually what we try to do when you're looking into resales, we're going to be doing a top 10 or top 5 of the ones that you like in your list. We're going to go see these houses, and you're going to look at them, and you want to do a few things. You want to inspect the plumbing, you want to inspect the electrical, and you want to look at the roof. Obviously, I don't expect you to have a degree on either of these, but I want you to look at them and see more or less what it is that the wear and tear is on them. The reason why is because sometimes some of these homes are really old, and when you're going into the actual negotiation to purchase a home, if there's a lot of upgrades that need to be done to these things, it's going to be a lot of money out of pocket. So you want to be able to negotiate this and use this as leverage for your purchase. After that, you're going to look at the top 5, top 10, whatever it may be, and you're going to decide, okay, these are my top 3. I really see myself in these. I'm going to go revisit them one more time. After that, you make your choice on the resale that you like. Now, you're going to go into negotiations. You have your pre-approval letter, so that gives you an advantage over anyone else that might be making an offer. Because you already know what you're going into, you know what your limit is, it might be lower than your limit, so that's a good thing. You have money to spend. Now, once this has happened and you've made your negotiations and you seem to be happy with whatever it is that was negotiated on your behalf, you're going to have an inspection that goes into the home. The inspector is going to go through and they're going to tell you, hey, look, these are the things that the house needs upgrades on. If you want to negotiate these, you're more than welcome to do so, but these are the things that I suggest that you make sure that are passed through before you get your appraisal. We'll get into the appraisal in a bit. But you want to make sure that you look at the things that they're telling you. Now, usually on the inspection, they're going to give you the I am putting this as a priority for you to fix, and then some of the ones that are more cosmetic that you should fix, but you can live without fixing them right now. So you want to make sure that you have a list of the ones that are a priority and how big of a priority they are and how much they're going to cost. After you've done your due diligence and you've negotiated again with the seller and making sure that these are done, then you're going to have your appraisal. Now, what is the appraisal? The appraisal is basically somebody going out, looking at the property and saying, this is what the property is worth based on my assumption of eyeballing the property. They're going to go through the property itself, make sure they go on the inside, outside, and then they're going to give you a number. The number is going to be either as close as possible to the actual number that the house was listed for. It might be lower or it might be higher. Now, if it is higher, then that means that you're going into the home with equity, which is a good thing. It means that the home is actually kind of on sale and you're getting it for a lower price than what it's worth on the market. If it's right on the money, great, you can move forward. If it's not on the money, if it comes a little bit lower, two things are going to happen. You're going to go back to the negotiating table and you're going to tell your real estate agent that you want them to be lowering the price to the appraised value. What this means basically is that the person that is selling the home was appraised the value of the home higher than it's actually worth. And if it's worth less than that, it means that you have to make up the money or the person has to drop the value of the home down. I know, it's a little tricky, but at the end of the day, that's how it goes. So if all goes well and the seller of the house says, you know what, it's fine, we'll drop it down X amount of dollars to the point where it meets the actual appraised value, great, you can move forward. Now, if they're giving you pushback, you might have to negotiate or you might have to come up with the money yourself. And after that, you might have some leverage on some other things if you really want the house. So for sake of argument, let's say that this one came in just on the money, you move forward, and now it's all about the closing. From then on, you just have to wait for your lender to give you the CTC, which stands for Clear to Close. After that, you go into the closing room. You're with the lender title company. Make sure that all the stipulations are met, that the deed is good, that there is no any sort of clouds on it. And then after that, you go in for your closing date, you sign the papers, and guess what? You're now a homeowner. For most part, on resales, you're looking somewhere between 15 to 30 days on closure. So these will actually go by a lot quicker than a new build. Speaking of which, let's go into the new build. So, new builds are going to be whatever it is that you want, whether it can be a custom or it can be like a cookie cutter type of home. For the most part, you're going to be looking at cookie cutter types of homes in the communities that you're seeing right now popping up. We discussed these on the first episode. If you want to go back, look at it, please do so. Now, on these communities, like I said before, there might be HOAs, there may not be HOAs. The backyard might be a little bit smaller, some might be a little bit bigger. It just depends on the type of community that you're going into. Make sure you do your due diligence and ask your realtor if they can do that research for you. Depending on what it is that you want, for a lot of people right now, having big backyards, having enough room is going to be a big deal, because we're seeing some of these have a smaller lot and they're building big houses, and you don't want a 2,200 square foot home and you have a backyard in which you take 3 steps and that's the end of it. Okay? You want to be able to enjoy that part, especially if you have kids. So, from that, moving forward, you're going to go with whatever builder is the one that you liked. And there's different builders for different budgets. So you'll have your lower ends if you're first time buying a home and you're looking somewhere in the medium right now, which is somewhere between the 260s to 270s, you'll have those homes. After that, if you're looking for a bigger size, you can go to different builders. It just depends on that. So you'll go to the builder and you'll go tour some of the houses that they have available, and depending on what your timeline is, they'll tell you, okay, these are move-in ready. Move-in ready means that you're going to be looking, again, between 15 to 30 days to move in, depending on your situation. A lot of times you're looking at about 15 days if you already have your pre-approval letter and everything's ready to go. After that, you'll have some that are going to be on the 75% to 90% finish, which means that you're going to be moving in within the next 2 months. So if you're looking at your lender and they tell you, hey, there's some stuff that we need to work on, but you will qualify for this home, you have enough time to do that, and then you'll be able to go and sign your papers and you'll have your home. And then if you have a longer timeline, then you're looking into the framing or permits, which means that you're basically starting from the ground up. Now, what are some advantages that you have on the new build? Well, for starters, obviously it's brand new. Second, you're going to be looking into, depending on what state you pick the house in, but for the most part, if you're picking it from the permits, which a lot of people do, that means that they're starting from literally ground zero. You get to pick a lot of the colors from the actual home. You get to pick some of the styling on backsplash, on the tile that they're going to be using for the flooring, some of the granite colors that they might use. You might be able to pick if you want shingles on your home or if you want tile. You get to do all that. If you're doing a custom home, same thing. You're going to completely get to lay it out for yourself. So those are some of the advantages that you get with that. On top of that, you're going to have your basically bumper-to-bumper warranty. A lot of builders are going to offer you the warranty for 2 years on the first, I believe it's the first, when you first purchase it, you have 2 years from bumper to bumper. And then after that, you're going to get your insulation warranty, you're going to get your appliance warranty, roof warranty. So you get a whole lot of stuff when you purchase it to make sure that the home lasts whatever amount of time they're telling you it's going to last. So these are great advantages to have compared to maybe a resale where somebody's already been in it, it's been out there for a while, you're gonna have to do these repairs yourself, and you might be on a budget. Now, what are some other advantages that you have? There's not a whole lot of negotiating that goes into a new build because most of the prices are already set. However, a lot of the builders right now are gonna be offering you incentives such as rate cuts, such as flex money, and allowances that are going to help you basically use that money to upgrade things on the house, on the inside. If you maybe don't want carpets on certain rooms, you can take those out. Maybe you want to use it for landscaping, so that way your backyard is not just dirt. So all these things are gonna go into that, and then your rate cuts are gonna help you get a lower monthly payment. So for a lot of people right now, it's a great deal because instead of having the 6% that we're seeing on the market or 5.80, whatever it may be, you're looking at a 4.75 interest rate, which is going to make a massive difference on your monthly payments. And it'll fit a lot more people's budget. So after you've done this, your due diligence, depending on the time frame that you've chosen for your home on this new build, you're going to be able to, after that, go to your lender, tell them this is the house I want. They'll do the paperwork. They'll go through the CTC like you would for the resale. You will do an inspection. After the inspection is done, they're going to give you the same thing. The number of items that may be cosmetic that need to be fixed, and then after that, they're going to give you the priority ones that are major that need to be fixed. There won't be a whole lot of major priority ones because it's a new build, so the builder has to take care of these. Cool thing about this is going to be turned into the builder, and the builder then has 10 days before your tape walk to make sure that it's done. Then you'll do your tape walk. That means that you're gonna go back in and you're gonna do an actual inspection yourself. This is a visual one, and you're gonna tape around the house the things that you want that are still missing that aren't fixed yet. They'll have another 7 days, they'll fix that, and after that you'll have your orientation and your final walkthrough. Make sure that everything is up to your par and that you like what you see. After that, you'll schedule your closing. You're gonna go into the table, sign your papers, and now you're a homeowner. Now, before we move on and finish this episode off, I do want to tell you, once you have finished signing the papers, that does not mean that you get the keys right away. This is very important because a lot of people think that as you finish signing, you're going to get your keys. Truth is that after that, your lender has to get your final approval, and that's when your last and final credit score is pulled, and that's going to be a hard pull. It'll go through underwriting to make sure that everything is balanced out and it all makes sense. Once they tell you your home has been funded, then you can finally pick up the keys. And for the most part, your real estate agent will pick those up for you, and then you'll have your little pictures out on the front of the house, or you'll have the pictures in the title company, whatever it may be. You'll pop the bottle of champagne. You're now a homeowner. Welcome to the market. Thank you guys for joining us. See you next time.
Build from the vision, every move intentional. Numbers stay solid, everything foundational. Plays don't rush, yeah, the pace stay right. Value gets stronger when you think on life. From the paper to the keys, see the plan unfold. Every chapter written, yeah, the story bold. No shortcuts taken, just time and faith. Brick by brick, this how you create. Long game mindset, watch the equity rise. From the ground to the skyline, see it clear eyes. Moves stay clean, every step well played. It's the 915, yeah, that's how we play. Foundation set, now the future breathe. Ownership built on strategy. Market talk fade, but the value stay. What you build today gon' lead the way. From the plan to the key, everything aligned. 915, property played but built over time. From the plan to the key, everything aligned. 915, property play but built to last.